With MCC 29 being one of the best events we've ever seen, players' performances are going to be as important as ever to the final results. So today, I wanted to look at those players that could shock the world in this tournament, whether it's for personal glory or to help their team to victory. These are the key players for MCC 29. But before we begin, let me know in the comment section below which player you think will do incredibly in this tournament. And whilst you're down there, make sure to subscribe. I'm a small channel compared to the legendary channels of MCC highlights and all things MCC. So each and every subscriber means the world to me on my way to 5k. But enough messing around now. Let's start with the Red Rabbits. FiveUp. The Sapnap FiveUp duo returns from MCC 26, and yet again it looks like they're set to be absolutely insane. Personally for me, 26 was one of FiveUp's best ever tournaments, with their Sky Battle being a particular highlight and perhaps the greatest show of skill in that game. So it's all about whether FiveUp can bring back that form to yet again back up Sapnap, as well as to lead Jack and Eric with his incredible tactics that could see them pull off the victory. If Jack's dodgeball curse disappears. Now that would truly be a miracle. The Orange Ocelots. Rygai Rocky. In a team that's pretty stacked, you'd obviously expect to see both Filza and the Beans help lead this team to victory. But when looking at past events, it's got to be said that despite not many appearances, Rygai definitely has the skills to help this team to the win. He was superb during early events, with an 8th place finish in the second ever tournament being a particular highlight. And I honestly think if he got more game time, he'd be as good or similar to Filza, which if he can bring close to that this event, gives them a good chance at the win. The Yellow Yaks. Fruitberries. Look, for Yellow they're a pretty stacked team already, so it's difficult to see a clear person to pop off. That's why for me it has to be Fruitberries, who'll be looking to lead his team to his second victory in 3 events. And why couldn't he? He's constantly proved that he can move from team to team and still do excellently. And honestly, I think this is a great chance for him to get first place individually. He'll face massive competition for it, but he definitely has it within him to do so, as well as the leadership skills to take his team to the top. The like and subscribe Llamas. Solidarity. As always, my hope for the Llamas rides on just how well Solidarity can do. Our winner from the last event, he's a superb player, but has unfortunately had 2 last place finishes in MCC after difficult events. But the real kick is, both of these last places were on the Lime Llamas with Pete in his team. So it might be a bit of a worry that 3 makes the curse. Even so, I really do think Solidarity is good enough for a very solid finish this event, and perhaps to take his team to Dodgeball and beyond. At the very least, I really don't think he'll come 40th. The Green Geckos. George Not Found. Gogi is back in MCC after several events away, with this being his first event without Dream also being there. As such, he's definitely one to watch, and when teaming him with the almighty Purpled, they are a duo that could destroy the competition, which makes a very exciting prospect and simply makes George one to look out for, as he could make this tournament a dream come true. But before we continue, if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe. It would really help out my channel and I appreciate it so much as we move to the second half, starting with the Cyan Coyotes. G Nelly. For me, it doesn't matter how many points G gets, because no matter the team she's on, she proves to be a great player, doesn't require almighty skill. Because the main thing about G is that she brings great tactics and leadership, I mean, even in the last event, she showcased that by being a great secondary leader to Illumina and helping their team to dodgeball, which she could definitely do here yet again, to finally get Ranboo out of his 3rd place curse. For me, no matter the event, G is one to watch. The Aqua Axolotls. Kratzy. Look, it's another time when any of these players on Aqua could have been the key to victory, and whilst it's H-Bomb's lucky colour, I really do think the legend that is Kratzy will be the driving force in this team. He's excellent at PvP, movement and teamwork, and that's exactly what this team needs as they try and get into Dodgeball, as he could be set to get into the top 5 players and beyond in this event, to finally get his 2nd win, and with H-Bomb, False and Cub right behind him, I honestly think it'll be a huge event for Kratzy. The Blue Bats. FireBreathMan. Was it going to be anyone else, really? Our MCC Underdogs winner is set to finally join the Canon event with the brilliant Blue Bats, and whilst there are a lot of people's underdogs for the event, which is ironic, there's still a lot of people that believe FBM is going to absolutely eradicate the competition. And who am I to argue with that? He's literally proven it once already in MCC 27, but now it's time to prove it in the big leagues. And I for one definitely think he's up for the task, as we all wait in bated breath to see him take to the stage. The Purple Pandas. Foolish. Talking of MCC underdogs, we have yet another player who's absolutely brilliant in that event in Foolish, who makes his return this tournament in a stunning team alongside Punz, Ponk and Michael. This season looks to be a big one for Foolish, as he's already proven that he's one of the best players with a bow and in movement, but I really do think he's going to shine this season and climb the rankings, starting with a huge event this time around that could see the Pandas come home as champions. The Pink Parrots. Tubbo. Look, when Antfrost says Tubbo is the most important player on this team, I'm going to find it difficult to argue. Last event, Tubbo killed it with Antfrost as they both made their way into the top 10 in an extremely competitive tournament. So if they can do it again, we may perhaps see them push on for the victory as well. Tubbo in particular has been doing almighty as of recent MCCs, so I really can't wait to see what our B-boy brings to this event when he's not being subbed in at the last second. Perhaps we may yet see Pink bring home the crown. But those are my player predictions for MCC 29. Make sure to leave yours in the comment section below as I said before, and thank you so much for watching as well. You guys are the best. However, we come to an end, so as always, peace.